Hi guys, Football-ManagerYouthDevelopment.co.uk here. I'm here for a special episode today. I wanted to speak to you guys about the most key attributes in Football Manager 2014. Now, I'm having a look at this in my Barnsley playthrough file where I'm in the year 2019. So there are quite a lot of regens that have come into the game, quite a lot of players that have kind of been and gone, the likes of sort of Messi, Ronaldo. They've kind of come to the end of their careers, and there's quite a few other players that are kind of kicking around and who are kind of more expensive than them. So what I wanted to show you guys was just the player search screen. Now, what I tend to always do when I am looking at players, there's kind of key attributes that I always tend to look for and look at. And what, just to kind of sort of show you guys why these attributes are really, really important, what I've done here is just highlighted all the attributes that I tend to look for when I'm kind of searching for players. And I wanted to show you the most valuable players in the year 2019, just to show you the attributes of these type of players that are the most expensive players in the game in this particular save file I've got running here. Now, what you'll see, I've got natural fitness, I've got the column for work rate, I've got determination, I've got anticipation, I've got decisions, composure. Flair is just a kind of attribute that I like to have in my players. I think it's quite an exciting attribute. You'll kind of see the players do the unexpected, and you'll see them do things that, you know, it just kind of sparks a little bit of magic kind of thing. I think that's the reason why I like the flair attribute, and obviously the technique attribute. Now, what I'd be kind of looking to do here, now you'll see here that all these players have 10 and above for all of these key attributes that I think are the most key ones. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep going down this list, and I'm just going to wait till I find a player that's got less than 10 on one of these attributes. So the first player I found was David De Gea, and he's obviously a goalkeeper, so fair enough. I'm going to keep going down the list here. So I've got a guy here who's got 7 for determination. Now, although this guy's got 7 for determination, he's 24 years old. You can see that he's an absolute beast. Now, I have picked out determination as a key attribute, but although this guy's got 7 for determination, if you take a look at his personality, he's actually got a really, really good personality. Now, what I want to try and get across in this video is that although these attributes are the ones that I think are the most important for finding really, really good players at like any level, so you can be non-league right up to sort of being in Champions League, things like this. I think these attributes are really core, but if a player kind of is not as good in one of the attributes as he is not as strong in one of the attributes as he is in the others, then there's certain things that you can kind of look at that might kind of compensate it. So this guy with his 7 determination, he's got a really, really good personality, fairly professional personality, which is really, really good personality trait to have. Now you can see why this guy's worth £32 million here. He's got really, really good natural fitness, he's got really good work rate, he's got great technique, he's got really high flair as well, good composure, things like this. So, and you can have a look at this guy's average rating. So here, this guy looks like he starts maybe Real Madrid in this game, and yeah, so in 294 games playing in, you know, La Liga for most of his career, this guy's managed an average rating of 7.31, and obviously you can see here in the most recent season some of his kind of performances for Sevilla. He's got average ratings like 7.58. So you can see that although this guy doesn't have the like 10 and above in this particular attribute, you can see it kind of doesn't matter because he does have really, really good kind of attributes or sort of, you know, the personality to go with it really. So Tony Cruz, another example. If I look at his information, you can see that he's got fairly professional personality, and that obviously offsets his determination, which is 19. Now, Tony Cruz is 29 and he's still worth £31 million in this game. And yes, so still going to keep going through here. So all these players have still got kind of 10 and above. Now, I found a player here with flair, a goalkeeper. So really, really doesn't matter if a goalkeeper's got flair, and you can just see how good this player is. So he's got everything really. He's got the natural fitness, good composure, good concentration, etc., etc. And yeah, you can kind of see the kind of pattern emerging here. Now all these players are still 10 and above. Another player here, this probably, yeah, he's a defender. He's worth £29 million. He's 26 years old. What defender needs flair? They don't really need it, but this guy's got natural fitness, determination, and work rate. So he's got everything that he needs. You can see here that he's got the determination and obviously the spirited personality to go with it. And so yeah, I'm just going to keep going down this list. You can see here, guys, there's just loads and loads of players. So this is a regen, perfect example. This guy's a defender, and he's got the flair of 7, but everything else is brilliant. So yeah, his determination, I bet he's got a really, really good personality. So yeah, driven personality, and that's what, you know, is basically the key attributes of finding the real top players in Football Manager. I could keep going through this list as much as I wanted to, really, but all these players are really high attribute ones. They're going to have these kind of attributes as a minimum. I think the very most important ones that I will always focus on is natural fitness, work rate, and determination. In terms of priority, I probably would put work rate and determination as the higher ones, and I'll always try and look to get anticipation and decision makings as high as possible. Now, if I look, go right to the top of the list again. Oops. Doesn't want to do that for some reason. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you can see that the anticipation and decision makings for all of these players are really high. So yeah, so if you look at a player like Jack Wilshere, he's pretty much a perfect player, to be honest, in terms of like a central midfielder. Now, Jack's obviously someone that does get injured a lot, so it's probably quite right that his natural fitness is about 13 in this game. But his other attributes, like his work rate and his determination, are what make, you know, are the things that will make Jack Wilshere a fantastic player in Football Manager. Now, you can see here, like, because he's, you know, kind of got them key attributes, he's another player with really high average rating. What I wanted to show you guys, just for you know, people who are maybe like struggling on a budget, or if you're looking to kind of find players that are like a little bit cheaper, I just wanted to give you guys in this video like a bit of a kind of helping hand of the type of things that I would do. So yeah, I'm Barnsley and I'm obviously in the Premier League and quite a few seasons in here, but I'm just going to go for like unrealistic transfers. And what I'll do, I'll just go for work rate, natural fitness, and determination. I'll just put them all as a bare minimum of 10 for now. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to head down to, say, roughly about the £2 million mark. Yeah, so somewhere about here. And what I'll do, I'm just going to set the age to, at most, is 23 years old. Now, when I pick players who are 23 years old, what I'm looking for is for them to have really good determination, because a player who's kind of 23 years and under is going to you know, improve a lot if his determination is good and if he's got a good personality, and yeah, you know, he's got the good work rate, natural fitness to go with it, etc. So what I'm really looking for here is just some, you know, kind of bargainish players, just to show you guys that, you know, even further down the leagues, you're going to have some players that are really good. So I'll just have a real quick look at some of these guys here. Now, this guy is probably not fantastic example, but you can see here my scouts rated him as a good Premier League signing, and he can improve a lot in the future. Now, this guy, if we have a look, so he's got a fairly determined personality. He's got quite good natural fitness and quite good work rate as well. And for £3.2 million, he's a 20-year-old kid, so he's not a bad little player at all, really. If you've got some wingers, he can certainly improve in the future. I'm just going to up this a little bit, just to try and weed out a few more players. Okay, so just upping that a little bit, and I'll just still kind of search for a few more players. So, okay, this is a guy from Barcelona B. So he's a box-to-box midfielder, and yeah, so he's got really good determination, good technique, good natural fitness, good work rate. He's got an ambitious personality, which is one I don't particularly mind when I'm looking for kind of players. But you can see this guy's at Barcelona B. I'll just have a look at his history, and you can see here that he's come through a team in Ukraine, and Barcelona signed this kid for £5 million. Now you can see, like, you'll probably be thinking to yourself, why have they spent £5 million on this kid when he's hardly played that well for in the Ukraine. He's not even played that well. But if you look at his attributes, you can see there that he does have the good determination. And if you look at this kid, he's probably a wonder kid, which he is. So you can see this kid's got the kind of key attributes to just be a really, really good player. And the key attributes are the things that I'm looking for when I'm looking for players. And when I'm trying to like sign wonder kids and players that are on, that are quite cheap and that can do really, really well for me. So I don't know. Take this kid at random. Another Barcelona kid. Natural fitness 15, work rate 17, determination 14, and yeah, he's got a professional personality, and so you can just tell this kid's just got something about him. If I maybe have a look at him, yeah, he's another wonder kid, and so just kind of focusing on these key attributes, you are finding real good bargains here, like a wonder kid for about £3 million. Now I don't know how much I'd have to pay to get this kid, but certainly he'd be the type of player that I'd be looking for if he had quite a bit of money. He's 19 and he's just got absolutely everything going for him. I'll go down a little bit more cheaper as well, see if I can just up this a little bit more just to find some more kids who are under the age of 23. Never really looked at any of these kids, but some of them would be quite decent probably. So yeah, this kid is 22, pretty good little player. He's got the potential to become a good Premier League player, and he's only worth £1.8 million. Now, if you did actually find this kid when he was a little bit younger, and you saw that he had the kind of really good determination, he's got good natural fitness, good work rate, he's got really good pace. This kid, good crossing ability, good technique, etc. If you found these type of kids when they're about 17, 18, you'd be looking to, these are the type of kids that you can develop really quickly and kind of move them on for a profit and things like this. Just have a look at this kid. So this kid's limited fullback, but probably his scouting potential is going to be really good. So yeah, he has got the potential to become a good Premier League player, and his estimated value is only 600k. Now he's got the brilliant personality straight away from the off, which is fantastic for us. So determination 16, natural fitness 16, good work rate, good teamwork, and yeah, with a little bit of kind of pushing, this kid could probably do quite well. You'd need to play him quite a bit, and if you're looking at his like anticipation, his decision making skills as well, he's certainly got the kind of attributes to do quite well. So you can see like the kind of things I'm just trying to show you guys here. Obviously, if we pick a kid like this, you can see I picked this guy up just because I saw he had really good, like a report basically. Now I've never ever seen this kid before. He's obviously not interested in coming in to me, Barnsley, but yeah, he's got the potential to become a star Premier League player, and this kid's only worth 450k. Now you can see how easy it is just by having a look at the natural fitness, work rate, and you can see he's got really good anticipation, really good decision making, good technique. His concentration's really good as well. So you can see kind of this way of searching for players and youth players is a really good way of finding these real star kids. There's going to be like hundreds of thousands of them in the game. Obviously, what I've done here, I've put the ratings up kind of quite high just to try and find these kids. But they're really cheap. So yeah, 250k, and yeah, the kid's only like 18 years old, but he's got the potential to become a star Premier League player. Now, it's no coincidence that when I showed you at the beginning of the game that all the real top players have got 10 and above in all these key attributes that I've highlighted here, and you can obviously see a lot of these kids and youngsters down here have got really good kind of attributes from the start. Now all I've done here is just picked 3 attributes, and yeah, just kind of looking at how all these players here, and they're we're getting really cheap players here, and these kids are really good. Going a bit cheaper now. So yeah, for 41k you can have a kid like this. He's only 19. He's not good at all, but imagine if you're like a sort of League One team or something like that, and you're picking up this kid for 41k. He's certainly going to do a job in like League One, isn't he? I'll have a look at this kid. Yeah, 15-year-old. This guy's obviously going to be really, really good as well. Just have a look at his report. So yeah, this kid, if you find him for 230k, he's got the potential to become a good Premier League right back in the future. Yeah, and yeah, so you can just tell this kid's going to be good already. He's just got kind of the key attributes just there, ready for you to just be tutoring and training them. I just wanted to do this as a kind of sort of quickish video today, guys, just to sort of show you the things that I kind of look at when I'm scouting for players and how I do find wonder kids. If you've been watching my Barnsley file, you'll know that I've got about 7 or 8 wonder kids, and pretty much all of them I've just found with this method. Obviously my scouts are, you know, searching all the time for me, and I'm kind of picking these kids up as bargains. Now I'll show you a couple of the kids that I've you know, got in recent times that, you know, and just kind of prices that I've been paying for these kids. So yeah, 115k. Got this guy Volsic, who was a wonder kid. Now he's 21 years old, but you can see he's really developing quite nicely. And last season he got 13 goals in 31 games, and for 115k in the Premier League, you really can't go wrong. But you can see, yeah, so I've searched for this kid. Yeah, he's got all the kind of attributes that I was looking for, and the potential to do really well for us. Yeah, so William Paris is another kid. I think this guy's probably going to be a wonder kid. Irish kid, just got kind of lots about him and just looks like he can do really well. This guy Ratnikov, got him for 155k, and yeah, so he's a good Premier League player already, and yeah, he's a wonder kid already, and I only got him for 155k, and just by having a search for them key attributes, I've just got a wonder kid for 155k. Now you can see how well this works. I've got kind of loads of wonder kids just floating around my team at the moment, which is great for me. Obviously some of them you can kind of spend a little bit more money on. So this kid, he kind of ticked all the boxes, got him for a free transfer, and yeah, looking to kind of develop him as much as possible. Now this guy was a wonder kid when he was 20, but again I got him for a free transfer just by having a quick search for them kind of key attributes that I keep sort of telling you guys about. And yeah, here's another one here, fantastic player. Yeah, really good way of doing it. I'd like to hear how you guys kind of search for players as well. Obviously I hope the kind of tips that I've given you in this video will be quite handy, and you'll be able to, you know, hopefully find your own wonder kids and you know good potential youth players to try and develop on your own. Now these attributes that I've kind of highlighted here, you'll sometimes get a kid with really high scouting report, and you'll kind of have a look at him and you'll be thinking, well, he's really got nothing special at all. Now a lot of the time these kids hardly kind of live up to their expectation or fulfill their sort of potential. The type of players that I've been showing you here, because of the kind of key attributes they have got in place already, they will develop really quick for you, and you'll end up with absolutely fantastic players. Now a lot of you guys, if you've not seen some of the players that I've got in this save file, I'll just really show you like a couple that I've found. So found this kid for £8,000, and he was a wonder kid last year. Now he's 21 years old. But yeah, you can just see how good he is. So he's got technique 20, work rate 18. Yeah, I could go on. He's just absolutely brilliant player. I've also got a guy, Jacob Lyons, as well. You can see how good this kid is. He's obviously a wonder kid. You can just tell by looking at him. But I think I signed him for 6.75k, and now he's worth 5.5 million. And he's he's a wonder kid, and I've got him for 7.7k. So you can see, you can find these kids. You just need to kind of highlight the attributes you're looking to find, and you will find these like just really great kids. I think this guy might be a wonder kid. Yeah, I got another wonder kid here. How much did I sign this guy for? 250k. And yeah, I've got another wonder kid on my hands here. Yeah, I could keep going on, but I'll cut this video short here, guys. Hope you've kind of enjoyed this video. Just want to kind of show you guys some kind of little tips and tricks that I do to find these type of players. And yeah, thanks for watching this one.